Oh, you're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Let me finish, and I'll let you speak, all right?
Yelling at me now?
Yes.
Is that constitutional? I would like for everything to be dismissed if it pleases the court. It don't matter, because I don't understand how y'all run y'all system. Y'all practice against the law. You are totally infringing on my rights.
This is a perfect example of someone taking the sovereign citizen mindset way too far. The person is causing a scene by refusing to follow legal procedures, accusing the judge of practicing law from the bench, and demanding a dismissal without offering any solid legal reasons. What's really frustrating is that these individuals reject the legal system but still show up and follow the process to some extent. Once they are in front of the judge, though, they try to manipulate the situation to their advantage. It's like they want to criticize the system they are participating in but also use it to get what they want. If you don't believe in the system, why even bother showing up?
Here, sir.
I represent myself. I couldn't enter the plea. I never plea. You can check my record. I never plea.
Oh, maybe I found you guilty then. Yeah.
No, I haven't been. Matter of fact, I came inside there personally a week or so ago. And the young lady, the security officer, came out and said that I'm supposed to report today.
No, this is on some old stuff. All right.
I never entered the plea.
So do you not want the representation of counsel?
No, thank you.
Okay. There you go, Mr. Take, that's your first break of the day, Mr. Soroki, you know what I mean?
Judge, I know how to deal with everybody. So I said, I know how to deal with everybody, any type of client.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't want
right,
it. So
I understand.
We can't force it on him.
No, I understand.
Yeah. So you can
take it as a plus.
As for purposes of arraignment, sir, we'll do it like this. I'll enter a not guilty.
Are you talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Pardon me?
Yes, you should.
Are you talking to Mr. Hicks or Mr. Lee?
Mr. Hicks, I'm sorry.
Yep, you should be down the area code now.
Mr. Hicks, for purposes of arraignment, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and give you a $0 bond, all right?
I object, Your Honor. That would be practicing in front of the bench. I object. That would be practicing from the bench, practicing law from the bench. You will have to recluse yourself if you hold on to that.
All right. Well, God, I deny your motion. So go ahead. How do you want to proceed?
I would like for everything to be dismissed if it pleases the court.
The judge is staying calm and professional, even though this person is making things worse by refusing to follow the proper procedure. The guy keeps trying to push his own idea of how things should go, but it has nothing to do with the actual law or the rules of the courtroom. It's tough to take his arguments seriously when they are so out of touch with reality. And the more he shouts, the less credible he becomes. As for the judge, I think he's handling it well by staying composed. It's easy to get frustrated in these situations, but the judge is staying focused and trying to keep things moving smoothly. Honestly, I can't imagine how difficult it must be to deal with someone who's deliberately trying to disrupt everything. What do you think? Should the judge have been tougher, or is this the right way to handle it?
Deny. What basis?
You haven't even let me tell my grounds.
All right, basis. Give it to me.
And he's going to bring in.
For one, a ticket is a bill of attainder. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States, no bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You can have a resistance.
All right, let me
stop equity that transmitted law penalties.
Let me stop you right there. We have, first of all, we have a problem with the transmission. You're breaking up really, really, really bad, and we can't get that on the. Turn your video off. Maybe turn your video off. That will help. Let's see.
All Article 1, Section 9, Clause 3 of the Constitution of the United States. No bill of attainder or ex post facto law shall be passed. You cannot have a writ of assistance that has civil equity that transmits into law. Number 2, there is no sworn statement from an injured party. Number 3, the officer did not even sign the ticket. That's under law of penalty of perjury. I'm asking that all of these be dismissed.
All right, I'm going to deny that motion. All right, House, do you want to proceed?
That's your declaratory judgment?
I'm going to deny the motion. I denied the motion.
Okay, let's go to court.
Trial?
It don't matter, because I don't understand how y'all run y'all system. Y'all practice against the...
Exactly. This is exactly how the situation should be handled. It's honestly baffling that people think they can just pull out random parts of the Constitution and expect them to apply without any real context or legal reasoning. The demand for a sworn statement from the injured party is another classic sovereign citizen argument, but it's important to remember that traffic tickets are civil infractions, not criminal charges, so the process works differently. He's trying to apply the wrong type of argument, which shows how sovereign citizens often misunderstand the law. When he accuses the judge of practicing law from the bench, he's really accusing the judge of doing their job, which is interpreting the law. That's exactly what judges are supposed to do. This kind of argument is common in sovereign citizen circles, where they try to twist legal language to avoid consequences. What's frustrating is how
A common law.
Well, read the court rules and you'll learn a little something.
The court rules go against the law. Y'all practice against the law, against the Constitution. I'm all common law.
All right, well, we're beyond that.
Okay.
All right.
So you say. So are you going to prosecute this, or somebody else going to prosecute it?
Stop. Let's not keep going. All right. You want a trial date or not?
It's up to y'all. Remember, y'all make all the rules.
Trial date. You want to, let's give him a jury trial date. Yeah.
How long do I have to turn in my briefs?
I'll give you some dates in a second.
Okay. Scamming. With a smile on your face. If it pleases the court, what jurisdiction are you charging me on?
I asked the question, sir.
I just said if it pleases the court.
I know, and I'm telling you, I asked the questions. I appreciate your respect for the court, but I asked the questions. I told you to read the court rules.
March the 5th, let me check and see.
The court rules is what jurisdiction are you trying to charge me on?
Is March the 5th a good date for you, sir?
No.
June the 11th is going to be the jury trial date.
June the 11th?
June the 11th. So let's put your final pretrial date will be, let's see, put that a day before. That way, that'll be the date of our motions on June the 10th. May the 24th will be your motion, and now these
May 24th.
May the 24th, and the city will have 7 days to respond. So the response to the motion will be due by May the 31st.
I appreciate you, Your Honor.
All right, have a very good day, sir. Best of luck to you.
I just did. Thank you.
It's frustrating to see people believe that watching videos gives them more legal knowledge than someone who's actually trained and experienced in the law. They also don't seem to get that the law isn't up for personal interpretation. It's based on decades of legal precedent and specific rules. This guy is clearly just trying to stall and make a scene, hoping the judge will get frustrated and dismiss the case. But that's not going to happen. Judges have handled these kinds of arguments many times, and they know how to manage these situations with professionalism and patience. It's almost like these sovereign citizens.
The slip says for Jonathan Reeves.
Jonathan Reeves.
Yes.
I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves. Let's see. I don't know anything about a Jonathan Reeves.
Well, I motion for this case.
Are you Mr. Hicks? Are you Albert Hicks?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we're going to get you your dates, and that Jonathan Reeves.
I already have my dates. I talked to you last week, remember?
I think it's correct.
I have June the 10th and June the 11th.
Very well. Okay, we'll see you back on those dates, sir.
But this matter right here with this Jonathan Reeves.
Well, what does Jonathan Reeves have to do with you?
That's what I'm here for court for today. I'm making a personal special appearance for this.
Okay, I don't know. Who is Jonathan Reeves? Do you know who that is? What does it say on that? Because it sounds like it may be Jonathan Reeves may have stayed at that address at some point and left. I don't know what that's all
about. That's why I'm asking that this case be dismissed. The case is SP 15008721.
SP 15008721. Okay, that's not Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan Reeves is the officer that apparently wrote the ticket, and that's scheduled for the final pretrial on. I see where he's here today. It says scheduled for pretrial today, but that's all going to be handled on the 11th of. Jonathan Reeves is supposed to be here on the 11th of June. On the day
I was not notified. 11th of June.
Yeah.
How is he going to be here on the 11th of June? And I have Spidell on the 11th of June.
You have a couple of different officers, obviously.
Jonathan Reeves and Spidell has nothing to do with each other.
Well, we're just consolidating. We're having all the.
Why would you do that against my will? Why would you just do that?
I'm doing it because of the judicial economy, sir. So
I'm challenging that one.
Okay, then write a motion, and we'll rule on it. But it's all in the same. We're all going to do it on the same day.
You didn't ask me that.
I don't have to ask.
You didn't ask me that. You just arbitrarily did it. That's not right. That goes against my rights.
All right. Well, you can put in a motion, sir.
Well, the whole thing is, I don't know what y'all doing down there, but you are totally infringing on my rights.
It rarely works. And you're right. This guy is wasting everyone's time. It's unfortunate because his actions just delay justice for people who actually need it. As for how this case is playing out, I think the judge is handling it well by staying calm and sticking to the process. There's really no need for the judge to do anything differently. The guy is clearly out of his depth, and it's wild to see someone so confidently misunderstanding the system. His complete disrespect for the judge's authority is surprising, his acting like a child throwing a tantrum when things don't go his way. It's almost like he walked into the courtroom expecting everything to play out according to his sovereign citizen script, only to realize that's not how it works. You also bring up a good point about the mix of mental illness and the sovereign citizen movement. It's clear that, for some people, it's not just a legal misunderstanding but a deeper issue.
Okay, well, file a motion, sir. That's how you speak to the
Why
court.
would I have to file a motion when you infringed on my rights? And I'm saying it right here, right now.
That's what the court rules are. You gotta follow.
No, it's not. Then show me those rules. Let me see those rules. Send those rules to me.
I don't have to show you anything. That's all public information.
You're acting tough now? You're acting tough now? Behind the bench?
Mr. Hicks, let's not go there, all right?
My Honor, please. I'm bringing up valid litigation for this. I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all can't do anything without my permission. I'm not a ward of the state.
Mr. Hicks.
I'm an unfranchised common law free man.
Mr. Hicks, all I ask you to do is you can file a motion. You can put all of that stuff in the motion.
Yeah, so you can come back and say motion denied, right? Like you did last time.
Well, that's my discretion. If I don't feel that if it doesn't meet the criteria of the law, then that's what my
What jurisdiction are we?
I'm not going to answer this question, sir.
Oh, you're not going to answer the question? Then I would like to know your status.
You don't ask the questions. I ask the questions. That's how.
Oh, you're going to play like that. What is your status? I am a common law free man. What is your status?
Mr. Hicks, I'm about to put you out the room, and I'm going to do that so I don't have to find you in contempt. I don't want to do that. Okay? I'm giving you your opportunity to speak to the court through motions. You have your motion date already set. You can put all of that stuff in the motion, okay? And
why wasn't I notified about this case, this particular?
You are notified. You have it here. You have it there. That's why you zoomed in. All right, Mr. Hicks. All right, now I'm going to give you one last chance to speak, sir. Go ahead and well, before the other litigants come up.
And Your Honor, we're not on the record with Mr. Hicks.
No, we're not on the record.
We should be on the record with Mr. Hicks.
We're not. You don't have a court date today, sir.
I have a court date. I have the paper right in my hand. I have the paper right here in my hand.
In that case number, I told you your court date is, you have motion dates for that. You have,
you just told me, you just told me that. What did I have a court date today for? Why did I waste my time to come here just to hear this?
Well, I mean, sometimes that happens. I mean, if you feel that you're wasting your time, then you don't.
It's the fault of mine. It's the fault of 36th District. Y'all asked me to come to Zoom today.
What I see here, sir, it's
it has pre-trial on here. Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. 9:35 a.m.
All right, let's do this. Let's call the case.
Zoom hearing meeting.
Hold on a second.
Jonathan.
Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Albert Hicks Jr. Case number SP15008721. State your name for the record, please, Mr. Hicks.
Albert Hicks.
Today is the date and time we'll call it set for a pre-trial date. I see here.
This is supposed to be the trial, excuse me, Your Honor. This is supposed to be the trial date.
It's supposed to be the pre-trial date, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Mr. Hicks, based on the nature of the allegation, the city's not going to give you an offer for this case. They want to see and speak with the officer, one being the gentleman you referred to off the record, Jonathan Rivas, and then there's another officer, Daniel Colgrove. Either one of those officers, they're both going to be summoned. I don't know what their testimony will be, but
I motion to dismiss.
Let me finish, and I'll let you speak, all right?
Yelling at me now?
Yes.
Is that constitutional?
All right?
Over. Okay.
So let me finish, and I'll let you speak. If you're not going to do it that way, you're either going to get out the room, or you're going to I'm going to lock you up. All right, so today is the date and time set for a pretrial. And this pretrial, the officer is not required to be here for a pretrial. The pretrial date is set in order for you to get an offer to either settle up the case, or in this case, we're setting a trial date. You have dates already set. The date motion due is going to be on May the 24th, 2024. The response to that motion, if the city chooses to respond, is going to be on May 31st, 2024. Your next court date that you need to be present is going to be on June 10th, 2024 at 8:35, with the jury trial set the next day on June 11th, 2024 at 9:35. Okay? Now, I'll let you speak, and we're going to end.
Is all of this on record?
This is all on record.
Is all of this on record?
Yes.
Okay, please send the information to my home, please.